third and final.
So we have the first, second, and this is the last
Thank you,
speaker.
Rachel. Am I audible? Okay, the next speaker is a highly skilled individual and the limelight of today's event. With great perseverance, patience, and dedication to perfect his
Okay, I
craft,
think this
he
one
was
is very
able to enrich
important.
his skills and
They
produce such
they will
masterpieces not
demonstrate
only
how
inside
to
of the CTE
edit
Bulletin, but
videos
also in the local scene. Our speaker is currently a third year student
using the
taking a
Adobe.
Bachelor of
Do you have the
Technology and
Adobe,
Livelihood
right?
Education
Yeah, so
major
we
in
will now
ICT
demonstrate
here at
how
the
to
College of
edit
Teacher Education.
using
He is
transition,
currently the
the
Director
lower
for
thirds,
Marketing and
and
Media
many more.
Creatives of the MMSU CTE Student Council. Our speaker was also the project leader of the 2022 International Young Leaders Congress and the technical director of the 2021 National Young Leaders Congress. He also exhibited his skills as the video editor and technical director for the school's division of Lawak CP video lessons, grades 1 to 8, and being a TV broadcaster, news editor, and technical director of the Angpalihan, the school publication of the Ilocos Norte College of Arts and Trades. His impressive skills stem from his experience from winning numerous competitions such as vlog making contests for Speak Up I'm Here vlog, Women's Club Celebration vlog contest, Newscasting International Scholars Convention, and International Young Leaders Congress. Ginto ng Kabataan Vlog Making Competition and for consistently winning in the Divisional Schools Press Conference and the Regional Schools Press Conference for TV broadcasting.
So clean.
Today, he'll demonstrate his top-notch video editing skills for online journalism broadcasts. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Nathaniel Dave Gatchalian.
Huh?
I am Nathaniel Dave,
Can you hear the
with the
sound?
annual Singing Blues Clubs of Mariano Marcos State University. I am here to talk side video editing for newscasts. In this webinar, I explain the various features of Adobe Premiere Pro and walk you through the step-by-step creation of an opening billboard, lower thirds, news scroller, or news sticker, using billboard and video enhancement. There are many software we can use to edit our videos for newscast, including Cycling, Mora, Vegas Pro, and many others that offer templates we can use. However, for
Which
newscasting,
software do
there
you
is a
use?
specific or necessary software that most broadcast programs use in editing their videos
Rico?
because this is really for professionals. The Adobe Premiere Pro. What is Premiere Pro? Premiere Pro is the industry-leading video editing software
This
for
webinar will
film,
use
TV,
Adobe.
and the web. It is a software designed for video editors who are looking for ways to enhance their works. It is used by video makers in Hollywood. This desktop app allows users to transform raw footage into incredibly amazing video products. It offers a variety of tools that let users unleash their creativity and do more than just basic video editing. They can fine-tune the audio, adjust the colors, and do more to create professional-looking results. This software is integrated with Adobe products that let its users transfer their works from one software to another, so they can edit and use their finished videos whenever needed. Why Adobe Premiere Pro is a good choice for video editing? It is because the software includes all the tools fundamental to basic editing, as well as audio mixing, effects, transitions, motion graphics, and more. Premiere Pro is best for editing or splicing audio and video clips together into a sequence. There are a variety of ways we can utilize Premiere Pro. We can import footage and edit recorded lectures or guest speakers, stream, edit,
and arrange clips to enhance course material or create instructional videos. Combine short videos into a comprehensive training. Add text, images, and transitions to videos, or we can also create graphics. The main benefits of Adobe Premiere Pro are its smooth video editing tools and rich features. Here are the specifics. Number 1. Responsive interface. Adobe Premiere Pro has an interface that allows its users to work with added productivity, effectiveness, and efficiency. The developers of this software make sure to update its interface regularly to make it more responsive. One of its updates is the improved keyframes integrity in the moving graphics. Number 2. Integrated work process. The software works with other Adobe products, so users can create smoother workflows, allowing them to tackle their projects with fewer interruptions in the process. Number 3. It is simultaneous and hassle-free editing. This software allows users to open a variety of projects at the same time. This lets them switch between lifting clips and scenes from one project to the next. With Adobe Premiere Pro, they can save enough time in terms of adding clips and scenes into their work with less hassle. Number 4 and the last one is support multiple file formats. Adobe Premiere Pro is now improved to support native video formats, so users don't need to undergo a conversion process. This means they can add videos from their device directly to the app without converting them.
Now, let's try to explore the features of Adobe Premiere. The version we'll be using is 2015, and I hope that you have already done installing the software.
Launch Premiere Pro and click New Project in the Start screen. In the New Project dialog box, name your project and click Browse to choose where you want to save it. Click OK when you're done. Our next step is to create new sequence. To create a new sequence, click the New Item menu in the project panel and choose Sequence from the drop-down menu. Choose a preset based on the camera you use to record your videos. Don't worry if you choose the wrong setting. The first time you add the clip to the sequence, you can choose to adjust the settings to match the clip. But in this instance, HDV, 1080, I30, 60i, a format for high-definition video recording, is the most suitable sequence preset that we will utilize. Let's discuss and understand the different panels. This is the source panel. The source monitor plays back individual clips only and helps facilitate editing single clips that are part of a sequence. This is the effect controls panel. It lists all the effects that are applied to the currently selected clip. Fixed effects are included with every clip. The motion, opacity, and time remapping effects are listed in the video effects section. The audio clip mixer doesn't control the audio tracks, but instead the audio clips within those tracks. It simply uses the tracks to identify which clip you're working with. Each audio clip mixer channel displays the results of the specific clip on the track that the playhead is over at that given time. This is metadata panel. Metadata is descriptive information about a file. Video and audio files already contain a certain amount of basic metadata information, including file name, type, size, path, date, and duration. You can add metadata information to clips using Premiere Pro's metadata panel. Program Monitor. The Program Monitor is your live monitor. It is used to play back and preview only the clips on the timeline. This is the project panel. It contains references to all the footage files, such as video, audio, and images that you have imported into Premiere Pro in addition to the sequences, titles, and other supporting material you create in the application. This is the project panel. It contains references to all the footages files such as video, audio, and images, such as video, audio, and images that you have imported into Premiere Pro, in addition to the sequences, titles, and other supporting material you create in the application. Next one is the media browser. It helps you browse and preview files on your hard drive. You can leave the media browser open and dock it. The media browser gives you quick access to all your assets while you edit. With the libraries panel, it allows you to store things in a shared library that you can sync to multiple machines, including other users. With the help of the info panel, it displays information regarding the currently selected item in the project panel or timeline. The effects panel is a repository for all the video and audio effects and transitions available in the application. You can place transitions such as dissolves, deep to black, and page fills between clips to allow you to transition from one clip to another. You can add effects such as black and white, levels, and balance to individual clips to change their appearance or audio qualities.
What's happening? So it froze. Oh, it suddenly froze, right? Okay. Wait. Um. Hello. Ah, no, it's not. The mouse is moving.
You can use the marker panel to see all the markers in an active clip or sequence. The panel displays marker information such as in and out points, comments, and color coding tags. History panel. It stores a list of the actions you have performed to change the state of your project in the current working session. Tools panel. This panel stores the various editing tools you can access in the application. The cursor changes appearance based on the tool that is active and the type of the content that you are hovering over. This is the timeline panel. You perform the majority of your editing work on the timeline panel, including adding clips, positioning them, and changing their properties. You can also use the timeline to add effects and transitions to the video and audio clips in your project. Each sequence in the project is a separate, independent timeline. When multiple timelines are visible, the panel uses a tab display similar to a web browser to separate each. Audio meters panel. This panel is a VU or volume units meter. It shows the volume of clips that are on the timeline. The display in this panel is active only when you preview the video and audio clips on the timeline. Premiere Pro has 11 different tools that were designed to perform a single specific task useful during the editing process. Number 1. Selecting tool. Use this tool to select clips, menu items, buttons, and other objects found in the user interface. Number 2. Track select forward or backward. The track select tool will let you select all of the clips in a sequence, either forward or backwards. All you need to do is use the keyboard shortcut A and you can highlight multiple clips at once, in whichever direction you prefer. Number 3. Ripple Edit Tool. You can use the selection tool to trim the start or end of a clip in the timeline. However, you might create an empty space between the clips on your timeline. Use the Ripple Edit tool to trim the in or out point of a clip, close gaps caused by the edit, and preserve all edits to the left or right of the trimmed clip. Number 4. Rolling Edit Tool. Use this tool to Number 4. Rolling Edit Tool. Use this tool to simultaneously change the in and out points of a pair of adjacent clips on the timeline. The rolling edit tool trims the in point of one clip and the out point of the other clip, leaving the combined duration of the two clips unchanged. Number 5. Rate Stretch Tool. This tool is used to shorten or lengthen a clip in the timeline. The rate stretch tool speeds up or slows down the playback of the clip without trimming the clip, thus leaving the in and out points of the clip unchanged. Number 6. Razor Tool. Use this tool to split clips in the timeline. Click any point on a clip to split it at the exact location. To split all clips across all tracks at an exact point, press and hold the Shift key while clicking a clip. Number 7. Sleep Tool. Use the Sleep tool to simultaneously change the in and out points of a clip in a timeline while keeping the overall duration of the clip unchanged. Number 8. Slide Tool. Use this tool to move a clip to the right or left on the timeline while trimming any adjacent clips. The combined duration of the clips and the location of the group in the timeline remain unchanged. Number 9. Pen Tool. All clips have a set of inherent properties that you can animate using the Effect Controls panel. Select the pen tool to set or select keyframes for clips in the timeline. Number 10. Hand tool. Use this tool to move the viewing area of a timeline to the right or left as an alternative to the scroll bar. Use this tool to move the viewing area of a timeline to the right or left as an alternative to the scroll bar at the base of the timeline panel. Number 11. And the last tool, Zoom tool. Select this tool to zoom in or out in the timeline viewing area. I hope that you have understand the functions of the different panels and tools.
Let's go on to the most anticipated part of this webinar, the making of OBB, lower thirds, rollers, transitions, and CDB. Now, are you ready?
Now let's try to make a news opener. Choosing a news video background is the first step in creating a news opener or opening billboard. You can get it from the elements that I have sent. Go to the file, click import, then select news video background that you are going to use, and after selecting, click open. The news background we have chosen is now visible to the project panel. The next step is to drag the file to the timeline and always select Keep Existing Settings. When you see the file visible in the program monitor, it means that it has successfully been imported. The next thing we're going to do is add our newscast title. For instance, let's say our broadcast program is Taiwan News Flash. Simply go to the title, click the new title, choose default style, and click OK. Now we can see another frame, which is known as the title frame. The two rectangles serve as an indicators of whether your text is aligned and properly centered. Type the word Taiwan and select all. We can change the font style by simply clicking the arrow down button. There are many different font styles you can use. Make sure the font style you use or choose is formal and visible. I'll be using Race Sport. Now, we'll adjust the font size. Ensure that the size of it is good and visible. Click the selection tool and go to center, where it is located at the lower part of the title frame. The first is for the vertical center, and the other is for the horizontal center. Our fill type is currently in solid, but we will change it to linear gradient so that it creates an image of a progressive transition between two or more colors along a straight line. Click on the color you desire. The next step is to select shadow, which gives text shadows and serve as a means of emphasizing it. and close. Title 01 is at the project panel as you can see. So let's move it to the timeline before V1. We'll click the title again. New title, default still, click OK, and this time we'll use a rectangle shape, which is located at the right corner of the title frame. Select again the color you prefer and adjust the opacity. Changing the opacity can increase the legibility of text or produce the desired appearance. The next process is to select the T navigation. Click and then type Newsflash. After that, adjust the font style and change the text color to a light one to make it easier to read. And that's it. We drag it from the timeline and try to change the text position by simply double clicking the layers.
Ah!
Let's move on to the Effect Controls panel, which lists every effect that will be applied to the clip that is presently being selected. Click Motion. The text is moving from its positions as you can see. Right to left, up to down, and down to up are all possible movements. By clicking the scale, we can also change the text size. The start of the text animation is indicated by a diamond shape indicator, and the end of the text animation can be indicated by dragging the cursor to the desired point. Simply selecting the keyframes will change the text speed. To make the text animation smooth, click Temporal Interpolation and choose Ease In. Clicking the animation toggle button under the position is the only way to make the text animate. Simply repeat the process, this time using the entrance from the right for the newsflash text. We will use a lens flare for the final step. Lens flare is an optical photography phenomenon that produces artifacts that characterize an image by leaking light into places where it did not actually exist. Go to File, Import, proceed to the Lens Flare folder. Click Lens Flare 3 and drag it to V4 in the timeline. Adjust the blend mode to screen under the opacity, where you can find it in the Effect Controls panel. Both layers are multiplied. Then their inversion is applied using the screen blend mode. The only change we'll make is to the flare size. The final step is to ensure that the layers from the timeline are all the same length. And let's try to play the video. And that's it for News Opener. For the lower thirds, we're going to create another sequence. A sequence in Adobe Premiere Pro is where you have all your clips, layers, and objects. This is where you stitch them together to make a complete project. We maintain select HD 1080i 3060i as the size of the file because it is suitable for movies, television shows, presentations, and even in newscasting. Let's next change the sequence name to lower thirds and click OK. Let's click sequence 1 and copy the title we created so we can use it in our lower thirds. Simply select all of the layers, right click, and copy. Then click the lower thirds. To paste the copied layers, just press Ctrl V to your keyboard. The next process that we are going to do is to nest the sequence. Nesting clips in Premiere Pro allows you to use an entire sequence as a clip. A common use of nesting in Premiere Pro is to combine a series of short sequences into one master sequence. To do this, select all of the layers, right-click, select Nest, and click OK. Now, move the nested sequence to the lower portion of the timeline by dragging it. Move the nested sequence to the lower portion of the monitor by dragging it there. Let's try to play. Pressing space from the keyboard will start the video. Now, click the title, New Title, OK, and let's once again create a rectangular shape where we'll be all placing the news text. You simply need to check the fit and modify the size.
What do you call this part? What is that? You call this LT.
Select linear gradient and your desired color.
LT. This one. For example, this is the here. You put your name. Yeah. So this time he is demonstrating very good. Lower thirds, where you can put your name, the reporter, for example, Lily Ann,
And
reporter,
close.
or the name of the news.
Drag it to the timeline. After nested sequence 2, navigate to the effect
Let's
controls
see.
panel to animate the shape.
So yeah. Anyway, we will try to digest it this afternoon.
Make sure the shape is hidden from the program monitor and drag it to the left.
So in this part, what can we put here?
Record the animation of the shape or
What
text.
can we put?
Click Toggle Animation
Start with letter L.
and then move the cursor to the speed that we wanted.
L. Very good. You can put the logo of maybe the school or the logo that you will make. I think we
Select
already
all
have.
of the keyframes, then choose Ease In from the temporal interpolation option.
And we will try to practice more this. But
Let's add a second shape that is smaller than the main shape. Repeat the procedure as is. Change the fill color. Drag it to the timeline and add another animation. Simply follow the steps that we did in animating the first shape. Now that the shape animations are done, the next thing we will do is add some text to the shape. Double click Title 9, put some text on the first shape, type breaking news, then change the font size, style, and fill. Make sure that it is visible to the eye and it is fit properly to the shape. And let's see the outcome. That's it. Now let's proceed to the second shape. Just simply add the headline or title of the news. For this demonstration, we're going to use the headline YMSH/Taiwan, the CTE Bulletin Plan for Collaboration. Adjust font color, font text, and font size, and make sure that it is placed in the rectangular shape properly.
Ah, already. Oh, here. Yeah.
Let's check out the result.
Sure, sure.
Keep in mind that you only need to double click the layer you want to edit to change the text. And our final step is to add lens flare. Just simply go to File, Import, choose the lens flares folder, select lens flare, drag it to the timeline, place it in V4, change the blend mode to screen, modify the flare size, and place it beneath the main shape to complete the lower thirds. Making a crawler will be the next thing we will do. We simply design a shape and add text in this step. Click Title and make a new title. Then create a line shape and place it in the lower part of the lower thirds. Then close the shape and drag it once more to the timeline. The lens flare we added will be covered by the shape, so we need to switch it. Thus, we must adjust the layers of V6 and V7. There you go. And for the last step, we will add a text to it. This time, we'll use the crowing titles known as default scroll, which move characters horizontally across the screen. The names of the participants in the newscast can be listed here, such as the news reporters, the videographer, and the video editor. We just change the font size, color, and shape. Drag it to the timeline, put it in the V8, and we can change the speed of the text by changing duration of the layer. And we're done. We will go on to the transition or news transition. Make a new sequence. Give it the name news transition, then click OK. The next step is to navigate back to File, Import, choose the news background you want to use, and then drag it to the timeline. To unlink the audio from the video, simply right-click the video, choose Unlink, and then right-click the video again and select Cut. And as you can see, it has already been removed. Let's go to Effects, search for Crop, and then drag it to the layer for the news background. Crop is accessible from the Effect controls. Adjust the top crop by 50.3% and duplicate the layer, right-click, choose Copy, use the shortcut Ctrl V to paste, then repeat with the bottom crop. And once we're utilizing the toggle animations found at the motion, we will try to animate these two layers. Just closely watch the demonstration in the video.
Oh, later, are you taking down notes? Yeah, because later on they might ask some questions again. And it's fine, but maybe some keywords only. It's okay. Already my certificate.
As you can see, there are four keyframes in all, with the first two keyframes representing the layer's entrance and exit respectively. We also include lens flare, click import, then choose lens flare, adjust the flare size by going back to the effect controls panel, opacity, and switching from normal to screen. By pressing the letter R on the keyboard, let's change the flare's duration. To remove the audio of the video, just simply right-click, select Unlink, and cut.
Nick, who removed? Ah, someone removed.
In
Yes,
video enhancement, we should not make it as exaggerated and very cinematic. Just a simple enhancement is needed.
can you, do you know how to turn this on?
Go to Effects, find Lumetri Color, and the only thing you need to do is adjust the temperature, tint, and tones.
I mean
Make sure the colors are harmonious and appealing to the eye.
this has been turned on. Why? Okay. Is it okay to borrow your laptop and then to borrow?
Simply repeat what we did with the footage.
I'll just borrow in the next I'll just do something. This one is not working. It
It
suddenly turned
seems you
off.
may have noticed the video is shaky in this case. So what we are going to do is stabilize it. But first, we must nest the video in order to stabilize it. Then, under the effects option, select warp stabilizer to eliminate any unwanted movement and make the video appear smooth. Drag it into the layer you want to stabilize. In the program monitor, you can see analyzing data step 1 of 2. This indicates that stabilizing is in progress. Watch for it to turn 100%. This indicates that stabilizing is complete for the video.
Oh, thank you. Okay. I'll return this after I log in. Okay.
And this is before and after. And we're done.
For now, let's try to watch all the parts of the newscast that we have created. Always remember that we should keep the technical details of editing our newscast simple and straightforward, rather than making them more complicated. What's more essential is that we can express newsworthiness and quality information as well as the main points of the news. Again, I'm Nathaniel Dave Gatchalian. See you in the next session.
Thank you, Mr. Nathan. Thank you, Mr. Nathaniel, for sharing your knowledge and mastery in video editing. These techniques and strategies will surely result to better video qualities. But before we wrap up the discussion, let us have our final game. Take it away, Ms. Patricia.
Okay, thank you, Michelle. And it's actually a game for today. So the game is titled Guess the Gibberish. So how do we play this game? So um, we will flash words that do not make sense, combinations of words that do not make sense, but when you pronounce them, you can make up one of the keywords presented during the video editing lecture delivered. So if you know the answer, just type them in the inbox and facilitators will check. You were the first. Okay, so let's start with the first one.
If you know the answer, uh, up like a Sean. Applications. And please type your English name and the answer. Applic application. Application. Okay?
Uh, I think our technical team had the problem actually. So this is the first. So just type them.
Framer Pro. What word is that? What is the name of the application? Adobe.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
Framer.
yes, the answer is Premiere Pro. It's the most prescribed video editing software for newsflash deliveries because you can make so much about it and that it has multiple features that will help you enhance your visual elements as you do your use. So next one. Okay, so that's the answer. And for the next one,
Broadcast quality. Broadcast quality. Broad broadcast quality. Broad.
okay, yes, we got the right answer. The answer
Who
is
who got?
broadcast quality.
So it's
Okay, so for the last word, so here's the last question actually for our last letter for today's quiz.
motion giraffe fix.
Okay, congrats, don't have. Okay, I think you got more than five right answers from and yes, the last word is motion. It is one of the biggest advantages that are offered by Adobe Premiere, and it is one of the most important elements to create a very interactive and engaging piece. Congratulations to all of our winners. Okay, so once again, our facilitators will reach out to you, and may your winnings become your true winnings as you deliver journalism beyond bounds. Thank you very much, guys.
Thank you for bringing energy in the house, Miss Patricia. We had fun not only in learning but also in these engaging activities you have prepared.
CTE Rabbi pulls over a strong finish. This is City Valdez, and you're watching the CTE News Flash. After unleashing tremendous package of attacks and superb strategies in various sporting events, the CTE Rabbi ended this year's edition of MMSU Unigames commendable here at MMSU Batak Campus, November 8, 2019. The CTE Rabbi landed as fourth runner-up in the overall sports events and first runner-up in the overall cultural events. CTE Rabbis remain victorious and hopeful to claim next year's championship. Rabbi with one body, one heart, one soul. As this event comes to an end, CTE Rabbi did not only lean on its tagline, teach them a lesson, but also learn things in spite of the hurdles and adversities they have faced. For truth and precision, this is CG Valdez for the CTE News Flash. Be updated with the latest events in our college by following our official Facebook account at www.facebook.com/CTE Bulletin. Teacher education students receive first ever Pillars of Excellence Awards during the CTE Recognition 2022. The senior students of the CTE celebrated their hard work as they had their recognition day with the theme Upholding CTE's Brand of Excellence in Education at MMSU Covered Court Batak City on July 7, 2022.
I welcome you all in this significant event. Your presence will truly grace this occasion.
Dr. Madeline T. Fernando, the senior class advisor, welcomed the seniors and members of the faculty who took part in this special day. Along with the inspirational message, Dr. Shirley Agurupis, University President, challenged the seniors to strive more.
So together with all those trusts, let us claim it. I know you can because after all, you are the pillars of excellence. Keep standing tall and make us all proud. Congratulations and God bless us.
Moreover, Dr. Narcitas Bicuano, retired professor at Cagayan State University Sanchez Mira, CEO and the guest speaker, delivered her message to the seniors.
I encourage you to keep on that brand of excellence. Excellence that you will be able to help ascertain that the pride and honor of the MMSU CTE will be sustained in every place and time where your dreams will lead you. As is often quoted, no spring rises higher than its source. You must always be mindful that wherever you will go, you will be bringing with you the name of your alma mater.
In addition, Mr. Dave Baptista, a social studies student and one of the awardees of the Pillars of Excellence, delivered a message to his fellow awardees and to other students of CTE. Truly, the Pillars of Excellence Awards is a manifestation that CTE continues to uphold its brand in teacher education. For truth and precision, this is CG Valdez reporting for the CTE News Flash. Be updated with the current events in our college by following our Facebook page at www.facebook.com/the CTE Bulletin.
Ah, yeah.
City hails incoming and returning students. After 2 years of virtual classes due to the COVID-19 pandemic, the students of Mariano Marquez State University College of Teacher Education are finally back at the college for in-person classes on August 25, 2022. As it marks the beginning of the academic year, CTE conducted a program to welcome its new and returning students. During the program, Dr. Reynald Kaigal, Dean of the college, delivered his inspirational message for the student body and the faculty. He stated in his speech that Rabbi's academic success should be tempered with desirable values, fear of God, and adherence to rules and regulations.
We often hear the words a new beginning, a new chapter, a new journey. Indeed, school year 2022-2023 is our new beginning, a new journey. And what makes it special is we are back to 100% full face-to-face classes. I know that everyone, all students, the teachers, the non-teaching staff, have played their role during the turbulent times of the pandemic. We continued with our academic journey despite the challenges of the pandemic. And we did that because we were together as one family. And
In ending his statement, Dr. Kaigal encouraged everyone to embark on their academic ship, sail together, reach your destination, and attain your aspirations. The first day of school started with a flag raising ceremony attended by the morning session students from the college and the laboratory high school as well. To ensure the safety of CTENs, the college also prepared the health protocols necessary in containing the spread of the virus, such as temperature check, washing of hands, and wearing a face mask. In addition, every Nation Campus Lawag donated 25 boxes of face masks, one fog machine, 1 gallon of disinfectant liquid, and 1 gallon of alcohol. The purpose of the said donation is to express their sincerity and willingness to help the students in maintaining the campus welfare. Despite the obstacles experienced brought by the pandemic, the happiness and excitement of the students evident in their faces. Their smiles are covered with face masks that the eyes show the eagerness of each student to learn from the academe. For truth and precision, this is Jonathan Dave Ayala reporting for the City in Newsflash. Be updated with the current events of the college by liking our Facebook page, that's www.facebook.com/CTE Bulletin.
And there you have it. The three topics have been discussed by our presenters in comprehensive and well-versed discussion. Thank you for your valuable insights, dear speakers. We appreciate the time and effort you poured on this event despite having a busy schedule.
As a way to show our immense gratitude to our speakers and also to our partner school, Yangmei High School of Taiwan, allow us to read the citation of certificates.
The certificate of appreciation is hereby awarded to Nathaniel Dave B. Gatchalian for sharing his invaluable time and expertise in delivering the lecture on and demonstration of video editing during Beyond Boundaries webinar on video editing for online journalism broadcast delivered to the students of Yangmei High School of Taiwan held on December 3, 2022 via Google Meet. Given this third day of December 2022 at the Mariano Marquez State University College of Teacher Education, Laoag City, Ilocos Norte.
The same certificate is given to Mr. Jonathan Dave Ayala and Mr. Christian J. Valdez. We hope that this webinar helped you acquire plenty of food for thought. Hopefully, this is not the end, but just the beginning of many more international collaborations to come. We look forward to seeing you at next year's event.
All right.
This certificate of participation is hereby awarded to Yongmei High School of Taiwan for actively participating in Beyond Boundaries webinar on video journalism broadcast held on December 3, 2022 via Google, given this third day of December 2022 at the Mariano Marquez State University College of Teacher Education, Lawag City, Ilocos Norte, Philippines. Signed by the Editor-in-Chief, Divina Grace D. Eugenio, the Dean, College of Teacher Education, Dr. Aris Reynold V. Cahigal, and the advisor of the CTE Bulletin, Dr. Janice D. Asuncion. To formally end today's program, may I give the virtual floor to our partner that made this webinar possible. It is an absolute honor to welcome on the virtual stage the Young May High School. We will give them a virtual applause. We are audible.
Anderson, I think we cannot hear the audio. Can you hear
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, you're audible, sir.